I've always wanted an acrylic keyboard for like the longest time now. After seeing the Woomier K87 for the first time, I've always been inspired to buy a keyboard like that. Having the RGB just shine through your whole keyboard like a light show has always been super cool to me. However, they always either sacrificed on quality, sound, and while they've always looked amazing, I just wish there was something in the middle. I love resin keyboards, but if I wanted to spend on them, I also want the bells and whistles of more premium keyboards. So I tried looking for something right in the middle, being both flashy and premium. And after a long time of research and waiting, I got this. The KiiBOOM Breeze75. Wait, hold up. This is kinda embarrassing. I don't have scissors. It's gonna peel off like that. Oh my goodness, look at that. There's already some foam. Dude, it comes with cloth. Like, it actually comes with a cloth. This is microfiber cloth that is included. I literally never had this included in a keyboard before. Obligatory manual over here. It's booklet style. And here's the keyboard itself. Oh my goodness. Crap, this is actually really heavy. Holy. Wait, here. Here are the accessories. You can see, oh my goodness, this comes with a bunch of accessories. Okay, dude, I want to test this matcha latte switch. This thing is self-lubing. Oh, dude, that is... Okay, that is flawlessly smooth. That is flawlessly smooth. Wow. Alright, that's pretty nice. And we have two keycap pullers. We have... I don't know, we have two pullers. This is a switch puller, and this is a keycap puller. So this... They included two, which is really nice. And I never actually had this one specifically before. And they included a screwdriver. Finally, dude. My screwdriver kind of screwed me up for my like Blade 75 review. And oh my goodness, now it actually comes in the keyboard. This is so nice. I haven't typed on it yet. Oh, that is... Actually, it sounds so creamy in real life. What? It's the embodiment of creamy. Oh my goodness. Dude, we gotta power on the RGB. We gotta power her on. Turn on Bluetooth. Oh my gosh. That looks so good. Okay, I think my only complaint so far is definitely the keycaps. Because I don't know with these legends. They're a little bit wonky, but oh my. Well, as you can see, I was very satisfied with the unboxing experience, being the best out of any keyboard I've ever had. And now that the keyboard is in the flesh, I just have to say, I cannot get over the aesthetics of this keyboard. It is exactly, and I mean exactly how I'd want my keyboard to look like. Almost like it was meant for me. Maybe you prefer something more toned down, or something with an amazing backweight like the QWERTY Keys keyboard I'll give a shout out to. But this aesthetic to me is like one of my all-time favorites. Now, the keycaps that came stock had pretty funky legends and fonts, so I decided to replace them with my main keycap set that I have been using for the past year and a half, which is a cloned GMK Japanese die sub PBT set. And in my opinion, it definitely improved the aesthetics overall. KiiBOOM has also sent over their own black transparent keycap set, which I'll go and showcase for a bit. This comes in their black Phantom 81 stock, and these are honestly quite a bit better than the default Breeze75 keycaps. Now, I won't be putting these on my Breeze75, but I will be showcasing this in my previous main, the Lucky 65 V2 that I built. Since my main keyboard has looked the same since December of 2023. I just switched out the board like last December. And my goodness, does the RGB look stunning. Especially now that you get to see the full glory of south-facing RGB LEDs. To the point where I feel like it's actually too bright. So just lower that down a little bit. I just wanted to give a quick bit for the spacebar though, as it sounds, marvelous. Let's get back to the Breeze75, and you know what, I'm just gonna run through a lot of the grits this keyboard has. These come with a hybrid acrylic aluminum case, with a half and half look at the back of the keyboard with a very subtly engraved KiiBOOM logo. The solid amount of aluminum built into this keyboard makes this keyboard feel hefty and premium, like most other aluminum boards, but without sacrificing the flashy accents of the acrylic case that we probably love. And the acrylic case itself feels thick and sturdy, so absolutely fantastic build quality in my opinion. These also support tri-mode connectivity, which means you can connect it wired, wirelessly with a dongle, or via Bluetooth for 3 devices. Now, let's move on to the main attraction of this keyboard, the 2 RGB zones. One underneath the switches like normal, but unlike the rest, an RGB strip around the sides of the board that is fully visible from the acrylic side housing. Yeah, some of you may call it a little ugly because you can see the individual LEDs, but things are just different in real life than on video, and I can say it's nothing shy of stunning like I imagined. The RGB is controlled separately from the PCB and side glow, and there are sometimes small inconsistencies when it comes to the color of the two, but honestly the gorgeous lights just distract me from it. Oh, you're worried about the battery life with the RGB lights and all? Well, I wouldn't, because unlike most Bluetooth keyboards I've tested, this has two 4000 mAh power battery cells. Basically, without lights, it has like roughly double the battery life of standard keyboards. This also includes a very elegant knob with subtle texture designs. Alright, now let's go and move on to the switches featured in this keyboard, which is the KiiBOOM Matcha Latte V2 switches that have a self-lubricating LY stem, which I'd love to test out in the long term if it actually self-lubricates, but as of right now, they are the smoothest set of switches that I have ever tried. Even smoother than my hand-lubed KTT Kang Whites when they were new. Overall, these switches and case give this keyboard that chalky, creamy sound that's super poppy, which most of us like. So far, I've probably covered almost everything, and in every scenario so far, this keyboard excelled in every single category. But alas, not every keyboard is perfect, and it's time to get into a few issues that may deter you away from this keyboard. Firstly, unlike their KiiBOOM Moonshadow V2 and Loop series keyboards, these do not support QMK/VIA, and instead use proprietary software that is pretty much what you would expect from a normal proprietary software from a keyboard company. It's not the smoothest experience and it's not the most convenient, but it gets the job done, though I didn't really feel bothered to mess with it unless I really needed it. Luckily for me, I don't use keyboard software often, so this isn't an issue for me, but maybe for you. Secondly, I feel as if sometimes these self-lubed switches work too well, as 3 of the switches were actually over-lubed, specifically the F1, F3, and I key. And while it definitely sounds stocky, which I actually prefer, it does make it kind of inconsistent with the rest of the switches. However, this is not necessarily a real issue, as remember this package came with 2 extra switches. Well, not 3, but who really uses the F3 key? I just wanted to let you all know this is a possibility. The stabilizers were great, except for the spacebar, which, just like my Epomaker Cypher 81, sounded rattly and had a bit of ticking. And while these are plate-mounted stabilizers, so you could theoretically remove it easily, the foam insertion inside the plate doesn't really allow for that, meaning you'd have to disassemble all of the switches and the plate. I know I'm showcasing the Cypher 81, but the Breeze75 has the exact same 2 stabilizer issues, and I don't want to mess up the lube further. It wasn't actually noticeable with stock keycaps, but after I switched the keycaps out, this did cause me that ticking issue. If you can get past the tuning, the software, and the inconsistent switches, then this is an amazing board for $130. I can't believe you can get one-of-a-kind keyboards like these for just $130 and have them to be this crazy good quality. I'm not saying that this is the all-time best value keyboard out there when something like the Breeze75 exists, but I'm saying that if you're interested in a keyboard that looks like this, then you're getting one heck of a deal, because I would easily mistake this for a $200 keyboard. Maybe you're not getting brass weights in the back, but you're getting a thick and sturdy housing that's both a light show and a tank. If you're a keyboard enthusiast, pick this one up, as it's definitely worth being in your keyboard arsenal. Or if you're looking for your first keyboard and you're looking for something truly special, then I can fully recommend picking this up, because the pros, in my opinion, obliterate the cons. And anyway, this is almost the perfect keyboard for me, but to really complete this, I gotta tune the stabilizers, maybe tape mod it like my other boards, but to be fair, this already sounds freaking good, and get a special something to complete this keyboard. But for now, this is the perfect board for me. But how about for you guys? Are you willing to spend a bit for the stunning RGB, build, and sound combo? Or will you get something cheaper like an Aula F75? Let me know down below, because I will be reviewing the Aula F75 once it arrives, but that will be it. Again, I just wanted to fully express my gratitude to KiiBOOM. I mean, things like these just really level up my ASMR setup, and I genuinely don't think I would have gotten this far without you guys. And yeah, stay tuned, as I'm definitely showcasing both the keyboard and keycap set a lot more. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you in more videos to come. Peace.